So bikes huko hauwezi sumbuka ukienda.
Kuna milima
Yeah,
ni kama
okay.
bike iko na nguvu utapanda tu.
Okay, now Samuel.
Kuna milima kali kama
Okay, Samuel, now these are the bikes. I'm sure you might change your mind, but let's listen. Let's listen whether you're going to change your mind. So this one is TEKKEN. Just as I was telling you, this one is a 250cc oil cooled. Where do you check whether the bike is oil cooled? This is where you check. Yeah, you check. So this bike has the crash guards. What's the purpose of the crash guards? In case you fall, your leg will not hurt, and also your bike will not have scratches. You get?
Yeah, sure.
So ukienda na hii bike place kuna terrain, mawe, you know, it has the engine guard. And that's why we tell most of our customers, this is the best bike for the beginners, you know, because it has the crash guards, it has the engine guard. In case you fall, your bike is still safe, you know. This bike has the inverted shocks. So what is the work of the inverted shocks, Samuel? In case you are just you're on speed and you just brake suddenly, it means that you cannot overtake the bike, like you cannot fall on that side. What is going to happen with the shocks is that it's going to move in that it's going to move down on the downside. So, and in case you go to the terrains where there is mawe, so the effect is going to be absorbed by the inverted shocks. When you indicate, even the boxes should also indicate. So even at night, this is the best bike, you know. I want to see whether you're going to change your mind. Yeah, you can even sit on the bike, feel how the way I was telling you that when you're on this bike, you're just adventuring. You can sit from the other side. So this bike too, Samuel, you don't have to start your bike or to start warming your bike when you're with your bike. You can start it when you're still in the house using the remote. You see? So a very wonderful bike. Yeah. So you have the remote key and you have the key start. Yeah. Now we go to the.
You can start it from the house. Huh?
Yeah, you can start it from wherever you are. Yeah, it has the alarms. Now this bike, you don't need to add more lights. This one has the LED lights. Yeah, and the boxes, so you can always put your items on those boxes. Now this bike has the it is a tubeless. Anytime you see a bike that has such tube, that has such a rim, it means that this bike is a tubeless. Yeah, now let's go. Yeah, it's okay. You just use the remote. Yeah, you just use the remote. So, so this one is TEKKEN 250cc oil cooled. Yeah, yeah. The top speed of this bike is 145, and the tank capacity is 15 liters.
It's big.
Yeah. It's quite big, and the consumption of the TEKKEN 250cc is 35 to 38 kilometers per liter. So now let's go to another bike. This one, this bike is it's called Taro Ranger. Maybe you can sit on it. It is called Taro Ranger. It is water cooled. You see, it has. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is water cooled, and then has a 17 liters tank capacity. You can see.
Yeah.
Has a front rear. Has front and rear disc brakes. Look at them. And then it has fuel injected. It is also a twin cylinder. Has a 17 liters tank capacity. Can you look at that tank? It is quite big. And the horsepower of this Taro Ranger 400cc, 42 horsepower. Then it has a Bluetooth TFT full color, so you can go listening to your music with your bike. Then the top speed of this bike, guess what? It is 190 kilometers per hour. So this bike is very powerful. Yeah. So for the beginners, yeah. Then it has the inverted shocks. Look at those shocks. They are inverted. Look at them. The inverted shocks. It has a full LED headlight. Look at those LED lights.
Yeah. This one.
It has a full leather seat. It has a full metallic frame. And then look at that tire. The size of this tire is 160. It is 160 stroke 70 stroke 17. So that's a very powerful bike. We go to Lonsin. Yeah, I know you've heard about the Lonsin. This one is a commuter bike. It is a commuter bike. What did we say about the bikes that are air-cooled?
Shorter distances.
They are shorter distances.
Terrains that are smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, you are very good at my class. So this bike is only meant for short distance because it is air-cooled. You cannot compare air, water, and oil. So you cannot compare water, oil, and air. This bike is air-cooled. It is a 200cc. It is a commuter bike. So maybe you can go to Taro. This one is 200cc sport bike. It is water-cooled. Samuel, we talked about the difference between the water-cooled and the oil-cooled. So I'm sure that you really understood about that. So, and then it has a TFT.
Yeah.
Dashboard.
It has TFT.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it's fully diagnostic, eh?
Yeah.
Sure. Wow.
So now let's how do you feel the bike?
It's very stable. Yeah.
By the time we are finishing,
Okay.
I'm sure that you'll have changed your mind. So we go to the 250cc sport bike.
Okay.
Sit on that bike and tell me the difference.
Slight difference, sure.
So what is the difference between the 200cc and the 250cc in terms of the height?
It's taller.
It is taller.
Longer, that is higher.
Or it is taller.
Yeah.
Okay, now that bike is a TFT,
Yeah.
meaning that it is
Fully diagnostic.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it can diagnose any issues with your bike. And then it has a CBS brake system. Look at those brakes. Yes, now, and the torque of this bike is 19.1, while the horsepower is 20.9.
So it's faster.
Yeah, it is oil cooled, just as I told you. Look at the coolant of the bike. It is oil cooled.
Yeah.
So this Taro 250cc can go for a very long distance without stopping. So it is and then it is a single cylinder. It is also a 4-stroke. And then the liter, it is a 16 liters tank capacity. And the top speed is 165 kilometers per hour.
So if I compare it with the other one.
Sorry?
This one is
200cc.
no speed, top speed
160.
160 to 165.
Yeah.
So they're just within the range.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
So what is the difference? How have you felt with the two bikes?
This one is just more powerful.
Oh, it is more powerful. So now we have different colors. We have the blue. There's a blue that we had chosen with the photos. So maybe you can go down there and see all the bikes so that you can choose the color that you want.
Sure.
Are you contented that now you need the 250cc and not the 200cc?
I'll still make the decision.
You have already made up your decision?
Yeah.
Or maybe you're going to change from the Taro to
I
TEKKEN?
can still change. No, I'm still in Taro.
You are still in Taro?
Yeah.
What do you love about the Taro?
Taro because it's for commuting, also for surfaces that are smooth. The TEKKEN is good, but it's for longer distances and rough places, terrains, and longer distances.
And now, Samuel, how did you get Luas?
Yeah, I just was able to see you just online on the Facebook page, so I could see your bikes there, Nairobi Super Bikes. Then I just checked on the contacts, and I felt I could engage, and that's how we started talking. Okay,
now is there any other bike that you are comparing with Taro? Before now, coming to see Taro, which other bike were you trying to compare Taro with?
The Yamaha.
Yamaha.
Yeah, it's Kawasaki and others, but I think from the review